All right, last video from me today. And I'm starting to have troubles talking, as you saw in the math. I really miss your input, you guys. But I'll get to talk to you soon. All right, I'm reading a chapter book. This is Mr. Putter and Tabby row the boat. All right, that little sign means and. It's a symbol for and, so you don't have to write it out all the time. The author is Cynthia Rylant, so she wrote the words. And the illustrators Arthur Howard. He drew the pictures. That's the illustrator. And usually when you guys do writing for me, you're both. You write the words, author, illustrator, you do the pictures. All right. It's a chapter book, so I am only going, this is the title page, by the way. I am only going to read the first chapter. And as you can see, it's got its own table of contents. And chapter number 1 is sweaty. So that's what I'm going to read today. All right. So we have 4 days left. I'll finish the book by Friday. Okay. So chapter 1, and you can see that he's right here. That's called a hammock. Down here is a hammock where he's sleeping. All right. And you see my chapter title. All right. It was summer, and the weather was very hot. Mr. Putty and his fine cat Tabby lay all around all day and sweated. Kind of reminds me of my dogs and I. Actually, yesterday after we went for a walk, we were sweating so much, and they laid around in the backyard. Don't have a hammock. Does it remind you of anything? All right, here we go. There's my pictures. They sweated on the front porch. They sweated in the kitchen. They sweated under the oak tree. Look at them. Wow. They look tired, too. I wonder, got a prediction? Are they going to sweat somewhere else? Or are they going to get a drink? What do you think they're going to do next? Make your prediction. Oh, they did somewhere else. I wonder where they are. They even sweated in the basement, but they even tried the basement, but they sweated there too. They were too old to sweat like this. Mr. Putter told Tabby, we shouldn't have to sweat left. Sorry, I'm going to reread it. We shouldn't have any sweat left on us, but they did, and they were miserable. Great word choice by the author, miserable, instead of saying, sad. And see how the illustrator made it look darker with the blue color to make you know that they're down the basement, not outside in the pretty sun. Oh, here we go. Oh, it looks like someone else might be hot. Look at her idea. Then Mr. Putter had an idea. Let's go to the big pond, he said to Tabby. We'll take Mrs. Teaberry and Zeke, their neighbors. Mrs. Teaberry and her good dog Zeke were sweaty too. Mr. Putty was sure of it because he had just seen Mrs. Teaberry dump a bowl of water on Zeke's head. Great way to cool off. I've done that myself. How about you? He went to Mrs. Teaberry and told her his idea. Do you think she's going to go? Make a prediction. She going? Not going? Does anything happen when they go to the pond? Make your predictions. Okay, let's find out. She thought a trip to the pond was a wonderful idea. She said she would make tomato sandwiches. Did anybody think they might bring a lunch? She would fix a kiwi salad. She would fill a jug of apple tea. I didn't make that prediction. That's okay. I have to fix up. Now they're going to the pond and they're going to have a picnic there. I thought they were just going to dip in at the pond. Mr. Putty smiled. He liked Mrs. Teaberry's funny food. He went home to get Tabby ready. They were going to the big pond. I'm wondering. Cats don't really like water. Do you think the cat Tabby's going to really want to go? Is he going to like it? What do you guys think? Make a prediction. Do you think the cat's going to go in the water? Let's find out. Oh, I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow. Make your predictions on what you think might happen on chapter 2, The Big Pond. All right. first of all, right? We always going to retell. We have to say who the characters are. So the characters are, right, Mr. Putter, Tabby, Mrs. Teaberry, and Zeke. And what was the setting? If you don't remember, we can look back. That's a good strategy. So I'm going to look back. And I would say, do you guys agree? I bet you do. It's in Mr. Putter's house and in his yard, right? The setting. And what was happening at the beginning of the story? They were sweating. It was summer, right? Yep, it was summer. They were sweating. They were sweating in the yard. They were sweating in the kitchen. They were sweating in the basement. You're right. And then what happened after they were sweating? He got an idea. That's right. And he asked his friend, Mrs. Teaberry, and her dog to join them at the big pond. But Mrs. Teaberry had to get their lunch packed. Yep. And Mr. Putter had to get his cat Tabby ready. Nice job retelling me chapter 1. All right. And putting it in the right sequence. You didn't say, oh, Mr. Putter got his cat ready to go to the big pond first. No, you didn't. Nice job, you guys. That's chapter 1. We'll find out what happens at the big pond tomorrow. Stay tuned.